Yes, we can. Hello, this is Naomi. We are doing some preparations for the 71st General Assembly online session 2. It's all going pretty well, pretty smoothly. We currently have 15 people in the waiting room and we've got 5 minutes until we're meant to start the session. This is all looking quite good. Hopefully we get some more people in the waiting room soon so that we can start on time and hopefully everything goes very, very smoothly. Yeah, so today
Are all?
Yes, I think so. I think we can.
Okay. All the best, guys.
I think we're gonna start, or well, of course, we're gonna start off with the roll call. Are we ready for roll call? Perfect. I now give the floor to IPSF Secretary General for the roll call, and starting off in the session, IPSF Secretary General, you have the floor.
Thank you, Naomi, Isha, Mayuba, IPSF Secretary. Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good morning. So we will start off with the roll call. So I'll repeat the instructions once again. So I'll be reading out the member organization name and your country. If you are an official delegate from that country, kindly type a Y in the chat box. The scrutineers, the parliamentary coordinator, and I will be going through the chat box, double checking to ensure we have counted all the full members present and voting. So I'll first read out the full members. If you hear your MO name and if you're an official delegate, kindly type a Y, and we will be counting that as presence in the room. If no official delegate is present from that country, don't type anything on their behalf. After the full members and after I've gotten the number of votes currently present in the room, I'll acknowledge all the members in association who submitted their credential forms. And in advance, I'm sorry if in case I mispronounce any names. So scrutineers and everyone in charge of counting, I hope are ready. So we'll start off. ACEQF Colombia, AEP Mali, AEPSN Senegal, IFAN Niger, IFAT Togo, ISFA Benin, ANEP DRC, ANEP France, APEF Portugal, APHA ASP the United States of America, APS Japan, ASEP Switzerland, ASEPA Algeria, ATEP Tunisia, BPH Germany, BPM of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Sorry, I don't know if I'm audible. Okay, I think I am still audible.
Yep, you're good, Michelle.
Okay. CAPSA Cameroon, CAPSI Canada, CEFAM BF Burkina Faso, CZPSA the Czech Republic, DSHOSU Slovenia, IPSF Egypt, PASFA Romania, FECOEF Costa Rica, FIF Spain, FEFAMEX Mexico, FJC PPHA the Philippines, FOP Nepal, GPSA the United Arab Emirates, HUPSA Hungary, IPGA-SF India, IPSA NPSB the Netherlands, LPSA Lebanon, MyPSA Malaysia, NAPSA Australia, NAPSA SL Sierra Leone, NOPSA Norway, NUSUS Singapore, NZAPSO New Zealand, PAMSA UL Liberia, PPSA Poland, PISA Thailand, PSFGH Ghana, PSAS Zambia, QFAS Qatar, RPSA Rwanda, SAPSAP South Africa, SOP Denmark, SPSA Slovakia, TAPSA Tanzania, TPAYC Turkey, Uganda, ZPS Zimbabwe. Roll call for full members is done. So I just I see 38 full members present and voting. Scrutineers.
I count 38 as well.
Okay. So I guess we are really good at math, so we can say. Okay, perfect. So 38 full members present and voting. For the members in association that submitted their credential forms, AEF FUP Portugal, AEF PY Paraguay, APSA New Zealand, ASPSA Egypt, BEM FFUI Indonesia, BEM FF Air Indonesia, BEM KEMAFA UNPAD Indonesia, BEM KEMFA UGM Indonesia, BEM FUSD Indonesia, BPHSA Bulgaria, DPCSU United Arab Emirates, FPSA Sudan, HMF APITB Indonesia, IUPSA INT Turkey, MAPS India, NUPSANG Cyprus, PSA Taiwan, and UPPHA the Philippines. That's it for recognition of the members in association. Present. Over to you, Chair.
Thank you, Michelle, for that roll call. I will now ask for a proposer for this procedural motion to resume the standing orders proposed by client PSV the Netherlands. Do I have a seconder? Seconded by DSHOSU Slovenia. I want to now move on to voting procedure. Read against and for. All those against the procedural motion, please put a Y in the chat box. I see none. Therefore, the procedural motion to open to resume the standing orders has been passed unanimously. Thank you. We will now have, okay, we are now on the election for the chairperson of public health. The candidates are Miss Anne Eleanor from CAPSA Cameroon and Miss Sokna Mbake from IPSF Senegal. Do I have any videos or are the candidates saying speeches? Can I assess first, Anne? Are you doing a speech or are you having a video? Speech? Speech. Yeah. Okay. I will now. Thank you. I have a procedural motion from PSV the Netherlands. PSV the Netherlands, you had the floor.
Marlon KPC the Netherlands. Can I do a clarification first? Maybe?
You will have to drop your procedural motion because procedural motion takes precedence.
Yes, procedural motion drops.
Okay, yes, you have the floor for the clarification.
Yeah, is Marissa in the chat? Or, because I thought she was also a nominee for the position.
Thank you. I have a new comment from the IPSF Secretary General in regards to this clarification.
Michelle Mayuba, IPSF Secretary General. Marissa dropped her nomination. She sent an official email stating that she wants to drop her nomination. Her name was cleared from the parliamentary system. I don't know if I retracted her nomination in the GPA folder, but I'll just double check that. But then as of, I think last week, she sent an official email to remove her nomination from this particular election. Thank you. Over.
Thank you, IPSF Secretary General. I now have a procedural motion from PSV the Netherlands. PSV the Netherlands, you have the floor.
Marlon KPC Netherlands, we would like to propose to reconsider the motion to accept the annual report of the PARO chairperson, but does it have to be reopened immediately, or can it be reopened at a different, reconsidered at a different point during the GA? I'm not so sure about that. Thank you.
Thank you for that procedural motion. Can I clarify if you want the timeline clarified by us before we ask for a seconder, or?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will ask for my motions committee to quickly have a look and see what we can get back with you. Committee, motions committee, we have the floor.
I thank you, Chair, for the floor. I just wanted to ask for a clarification from KNPSV the Netherlands. I had some internet issue and wasn't able to capture what was said.
PSV, you have the floor to repeat your clarification around your procedural motion.
Yes, Marlon KPC the Netherlands. So we want to reconsider the motion to accept and adopt the annual report of the PARO chairperson. However, of course, they need to be present, and as they are not right now, we were asking if this motion can be raised and if it then has to be discussed immediately, or if it can be put on a different spot.
So it does not say specifically in the official documents whether or not it can be what timeline it's done in. Usually and historically we've always done it immediately. So I might recommend for it to be proposed when it's a good time, when Mercer's in the room. You can always propose it, but I would maybe recommend that as well. Just so then we are also discussing the procedural motion, and then we're discussing the report if it gets revisited.
Yes.
I think that timeline would work also the best with for people that are going to have to minute this. Does that clarify?
Marlon KPC in the Netherlands, yes, so dropped.
Thank you, PSV the Netherlands, and thank you for that procedural motion. We will now return back to the election at hand. I will now give the floor to Anne Eleanor from CAPSA Cameroon for her nomination speech. You have 1 second, I'm just getting a timer up. You have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Eleanor Fonji, candidate. Hello to the 71st General Assembly. I'm Eleanor Fonji from CAPSA Cameroon, and I am honored to stand before the G8 today, presenting my nomination. I have been able to serve the Federation in the past as contact person, as media committee member in the M&P portfolio, as professional development coordinator at IPSF Afro, and now the regional projects officer for IPSF Afro. I have also actively participated in 3 regional assemblies and 2 general assemblies. Through IPSF, I got to discover my love for projects, for advocacy, and for working with teams. So far, IPSF has built my capacity a lot, and in the past years, I've been actively involved in over 45 projects for the Federation, either as a project lead or as a contributor, with over 500 projects leading to public health. I wish to take my leadership journey further by serving as a public health chairperson. Why public health? Because I am passionate about the public health field, which has fueled my previous public health related engagements both within the Federation and in my country, Cameroon. So my vision and plan for this role is based on 6 main goals. Firstly, I aim to ensure continuity of IPSF legacy projects like the Vampire Cup and the Global AMI Summit. Secondly, I aim to strengthen official relations with the WHO, with the UN, and the other related agencies related to public health. Not just that, I also aim to ensure active engagement of our MOs and regional events organized by the WHO and vice versa. Thirdly, advocate for their interests and shine a light on public health activities carried out by our MOs and regional offices via the statements that we are going to be delivering at external public health events. I also aim to manage the public health team, boost our leadership framework, and relax, serene, and fun-working environment where every public health committee team member can strive and attain their full potential. I will also aim to promote collaborations across portfolios like with the M&P chairperson and with the internal relations chairperson. And lastly, I aim to assist RPOs, regional offices, and CPs in the execution of public health projects with a focus of public health projects that align with our respective regional policy declarations and global policy declarations. All these plans are achievable, and as somebody who takes our duties and tasks seriously, I am diligent in the work I do. I have loved every part of being of service to the Federation in the past years, and I'm committed to serve our Federation even more if given the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne, for your speech. I will now give the floor to Sokna, nominee, for her speech. You have 3 minutes, and your time starts as soon as you start speaking, as I did for Anne as well. You have the floor.
Thank you, dear official delegates. Thank you, the Exco. My name is Sakna Mbaki, and my love for public health and my passion for it have led me for this position. Being in the Federation for 3 years has helped me a lot to gain experience, to know more about the Federation, and to work for my association. My main goals for these positions are that by adding a subcommittee for emergency enhance inter-portfolio coverage, the external committee to help them find grants, opportunities, and help with the training of IPSF delegates at external events such as WHA and etc. Collaborate with media and publication for a regular update of public health activities on social medias, and also to update all the audio and also engage more MOs to participate in the public health activities. Collaborate with the internal committee, chairpersons of the different regions in RRO by launching a program similar to the CP body system, which is launched in the Afro region. We can just start by engaging the MOs to choose health days, important ones, and make public health activities. It will help the MOs to be more engaged, and also the public health activities are going to increase. And also, collaborate with the chairperson of the World Congress by helping him with the public health campaigns organized during congresses. We can just like increase the number of public health events. Instead of making one activities or two, make 3 or 4. And then finally, regular assessment of the public health activities. Set up a schedule for regular assess of the public health activities and have quality control system, because quality control is very important to know if our activities are efficient, if the MOs are engaged, and also to know if the process we are using is also efficient. We can use some data such as Sprout Social or Meta Business Data Suite to help us assess if the system is going smoothly. And also, my main goal and my main motivation for this role is to work and serve the Federation. It is in the experiment which I had throughout this year. I have participated, coordinated, led 9 public health activities, and I hope that all this experience is going to help me to serve the Federation, have a good work, and also efficient. Thank you so.
Thank you, Sokna, for that speech. I will now open the floor for discussion. Thank you. Just a reminder, as we have 2 nominees, all questions must be addressed to both candidates, and I ask for you to use this time to address questions to candidates, as we have a closed discussion to address questions to other people. We have a new comment from a delegate from Camp PSV the Netherlands. Camp PSV the Netherlands, you have the floor.
Marlon, KPC the Netherlands. First of all, thank you very much for your nominations. We were wondering what, in your opinion, is the most important. What do you think is most important about IPSF relation with the WHO? Thank you.
Thank you. I will first give the floor to Anne, candidate, and then I will give the floor to Sokna, candidate, and then this will be swapped around. So I will first give the floor to Anne for her direct comment.
Please
technical question.
Okay.
Yes, I could.
Thank you. And I will now give the floor back to the delegate from IPSF to his question.
Of course, Marlon, KPC Netherlands. What do you think is why do you think the relation of IPSF with the WHO is so important? Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get a thumbs up from both candidates that they heard and understood the question? Thank you. And candidate, the floor is now yours.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. I'm a Leno candidate. So what I think is important, because first of all, the WHO is the main organization, the largest public health organization in the world. And so us in IPSF, we are a federation of health, we're a federation of health. So public health is a major axis of the work we do. The WHO is important because during the WHO events, we can be able to be there, speak and advocate for the interests of pharmacy students. We can be able to be there to also to speak about the activities the public activities that we carry out within the region, and in that light, shine more light with it.
Thank you. And I'll now give the floor to Safna, candidate, for her direct comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Thank you, KPS with the Netherlands, for your question. That's very important. Our relationship with WHO is very important. First, regarding external representation, because during the WHO external events such as WHA, UNEP, UNE, during all these external events, we are representing the Federation. So the advocacy too, because we are showing that as young pharmacists and recent graduates, we are working for the public health portfolio. We are making activities. We are being active. We are engaged. We have our voice, which is very powerful in IPSF, to show them that we are engaged, to show them that we are responsible and we are aware of the public health events and the crisis, global health crisis and all, and the impacts of global health and the impact we can have in the public health portfolio, and how also we can participate to improve global health trades, to improve the lives of people, the population, global health population too, and also how we are engaged in working towards health equities and also gender equity. Thank you.
Thank you, Safna. Candidate, I now have a new comment from a delegate from IPSA Malaysia. IPSA Malaysia, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Hello, my name is Yuan from IPSC Malaysia. Thank you so much for both of your nominations. And my question is, how do you plan to actively involve regional offices and member organizations in shaping their public health campaigns so that they are globally relevant, but also locally adaptable? Thank you.
Thank you so much, delegate from IPSA Malaysia. I will first give the floor to Safna, candidate, for her direct comment.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, my PSA Malaysia, for your question. It's very important because to engage more MOs is very important in the public health portfolio. MOs, they tend to be more engaged in others' portfolios, as PD and others. To engage them more, we can do the CP body system, not the same, something that is very close, and the CII also project. I mean, it has been launched in the Afro region, so it's always, and it's working. Me, myself, I was part of the CP Body System 5, and we work for the World Health Week. And also to engage them to choose public health events, special days, and also prepare a public health campaign. It can be virtually or physically. Engage the MOs to participate in these public health events, and also to show to the world and other associations that they are active and they are aware of.
Thank you so much, Safna, candidate. I'll now give the floor to an Eleanor, candidate.
There's technical
Question.
KPS in Malaysia, and my question is, how do you plan to actively involve regional offices and member organizations in shaping their public health campaigns so that they are globally relevant but locally adaptable? Thank you.
Thank you. I will now look forward to Anne for her direct comment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Anne Eleanor candidate. So how we're going to increase MO involvement? First of all, at the start of the mandate, I am going to reach out to our POs. We are going to send out an event training survey for them to tell us how we can assist them in the implementation of public health projects within, or how we can assist them in the implementation of public health within the region. And we are also going to also ask them to tell us their respective regional priorities, because every region has a different regional priority when it comes to public health activity. For example, MCO, the Afro region, malaria can be one of their priorities because it is most endemic in Afro. And also, we're also going to promote collaborations throughout the mandate. So instead of maybe all the time different regions organizing different projects, it's going to be best if sometimes we collaborate across regional offices. That way, it has a larger impact. And we are also going to look at the feasibility to organize projects in the different IPSF official languages in collaboration with regional offices, so that yes, more members are going to feel involved or feel concerned, and they'll be able to relate to the activities that we carry out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Eleanor candidate, I now see a new comment from a delegate from PSET Thailand. PSET Thailand, you have the floor for your new comment.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. My name is Thailand. First of all, I would like to thank all the candidates for nominating themselves for this position. According to the official documents, even though your duties may not directly involve serving as a head of delegation in public health events for IPSF members such as the World Health Assembly, etc. Our question is, how do you plan to expand opportunities for members to participate in public health activities held by external organizations, and how you will ensure that this initiative will present more welcoming and accessible image for those who are just starting to get involved?
Thank you so much, delegate from PSET Thailand. I will first give the floor to Anne Eleanor, candidate, for her response.
Right. So thank you for the floor, Chair. Anne Eleanor, candidate. So firstly, we are going to ensure that whenever we have a call for IPSC delegations, we are going to send out these calls at least 3 to 4 months prior, to ensure that the delegates prepare themselves properly in getting their visas. And also, if you happen to feel, if you happen to what you are going to do in this event and to attend this event. So to bridge that gap, we are going to ensure that we have adequate information sessions whenever we have a call for external representation in our event, so that, because most times the call documents are not enough. By doing the information sessions, we'll explain the concept to them. We'll tell them what is expected of them, so that they better understand what they are going to do if they attend this event. And also, we are going to collaborate with the policy coordinator and the president to ensure that we organize model World Health Assembly sessions and model United Nations sessions to our members, so that they have a better grasp of what is expected of them in this event. And in that way, we aim that, at least to a certain extent, in external delegations. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne Eleanor, candidate. I will now give the floor to Sokna, candidate, for her direct comment.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor, and thank you for your question. That's very important. WHA, or external representation of IPSF, are very important. So first, we start with the releasing calls. Work closely with the MNP portfolio to release the calls very early, that all the members are aware of the event which is coming. And also, second, too, is during the selection, select as many participants as possible, even though we have a quota to respect. And also, after the selection, organize training sessions virtually. 5 are being done currently before the event. Organize them virtually and also physically on at Geneva or whatever the place is, and also prepare advocacy sessions also with the trainees to ensure that they are aware of what they are going to release as statements, and also focus in quantity, not write many statements, just to show that we are doing a good work. Just ensure that we also very thoughtful, and also the last thing is to release the calls, and also make some sessions to engage the MOs. It means to just let them know that these external representations are very important. It can help them to broaden their network to catch many opportunities, and also it's a lifetime experience.
Thank you, Sokna. Candidate, I now have a procedural motion from FGCPBH in the Philippines. FGCPBH in the Philippines, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the floor, Chair Trey, FGCPBH the Philippines. We would like to raise a procedural motion to limit the answer of each candidate to 1 minute. Please, thank you.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Seconded by Noopsank Cyprus. We will now go on to voting. All those against the procedural motion, please put a Y in the chat box. I see none, therefore the procedural motion to limit the speaking time of each candidate to 1 minute is passed unanimously. I think it might be helpful to have a timer on the screen if our lovely screen sharer can maybe pop up a timer, or I can do it. Okay, that's okay. I will pop on a timer, and then it'll be good. Okay, thank you. That's very monetary. It's okay, I've got a timer, and then we will proceed accordingly. So, now I have a new comment from a delegate from Zepharambeth, Burkina Faso. Zepharambeth, Burkina Faso, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Zaya Zepharambeth, Burkina Faso. You who have been in the IPSF for several years, what impact do you think you have had through your different positions? Thank you.
Thank you, Zepharambeth, Burkina Faso. I will first give the floor to Sokna, candidate, her direct response.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor, and thank you also for your question. First, I have worked for my association to help them to gain the full membership status, which is something I have been working for like 3 years also. And also, I have been organizing some events virtually to let the MOs to be more engaged into IPSF. And also, I have participated to some webinars to engage the MOs to participate to public health events, to World Congresses and IPSF flagship events too. I have led some public health activities, and also some events virtually and physically for IPSF. I also participated to Congresses, regional assembly, and I have the experience because I have been for 3 years now into IPSF and very active too. I just like
Thank you, Sokna. Candidate, I will now give the floor to Anne Eleanor, candidate, for her response.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Anne Eleanor, candidate. So, firstly, when I was contact person for CAPSA Cameroon, CAPSA submitted their first ever position papers for both IPSF Afro and IPSF Global in my tenure as CP I successfully applied for full membership on behalf of CAPSA and we approved and was approved. In my tenure as CP, I increased CAPSA's involvement in the IPSF team. The previous year, there were just 4 CAPSA members in the IPSF team, but the year in my tenure, at the end of the mandate, we had over, I think, 14, 15 CAPSA members in the IPSF team. As professional development coordinator for AFRO, I initiated a lot of new projects. For example, the Researchathon, that was IPSF AFRO's first ever edition of Researchathon project. I ensured that I did my best to promote inclusivity to ensure that all of our projects are carried out in the Afro, in different IPSF language of Afro members, that is English and French. In my tenure as regional projects officer, I organized the African Youth AMR Forum last year. It was featured in the WHO website. It had over 1,600 participants and were able to involve over 35 speakers. I've also been able to successfully carry out on-site campaigns in my tenure.
Thank you. And Eleanor, candidate. I now see a new comment from a delegate from IPGASF India. IPGASF India, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Abhishek Jain, IPSF India. First of all, I would like to congratulate both the nominees for their nomination. And my question to you is, as WHO delegation is one of the most important IPSF delegation, how will you plan for it? And do you plan to lead the delegation in person in Geneva? Thank you so much.
Thank you, IPGASF India, for that new comment. I will first give the floor to Anne Eleanor Dominic for her treatment.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Anne Eleanor, candidate. Yes, I plan on leading the IPSF delegation to the next World Health Assembly. I recognize that I have barriers to it, for example, like the visa issues, but I was able to reach out to one CAPSA member who successfully attended the World Health Assembly this year to tell me everything about the visa procedure and the documents required, and she explained the process detailedly, and I have already been actively working on that. And also to prepare myself for the World Health Assembly, I am currently in Zambia to represent IPSF Afro for the WHORC happening for Monday, where I will be able to sit, attend the sessions, have an idea on how statements are being presented, statements are being written and everything, and also engage with members so that when it's going to be time for me to represent IPSF as head of delegation, I'm going to do a better job.
Thank you, Eleanor, candidate, for your direct comment. I will now give the floor to Sogna, candidate, for her direct comment. Sogna. It appears that Sogna has left the Zoom. Yes. Thank you. Can one of Exco please reach out and contact her and see if this is a technical issue? Thank you, Chairperson of Public Health. I will wait and see if we can contact the nominee, as I think this might have been a technical issue. Thank you guys for your patience. was a technical. Yeah. I will ask for IPGASF India to repeat their question, and then I will give the floor to Swapna nominee to answer. IPGASF India, you have the floor.
Abhishek Chen, IPGSF India. Thank you, Chair, for the floor. As WHA delegation is one of the most important IPSF delegation, how will you plan for it, and do you plan to lead the delegation in person in Geneva? Thank you.
Thank you. Swapna candidate, you now have the floor for your direct comment.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor, and thank you for your question, Abhishek. For the WHA events, of course, I'm going to be present there because it's very important. It's one of the most important events in which we participate to. So I will be present there. And for the preparation, first we have to release the calls for preparation at least very early. Right now, if I start my mandate very soon, and also to organize 5 or 6 preparations trainings, which I have the experience before because I have some members of my associations before to public health events, and also to prepare them physically, and also to coordinate closely with the president and the policy committee to ensure that the advocacy releasing is very good, and also we have quality statement which we are going to release. Thank you for.
Thank you, Swapna candidate. I have a new comment from a delegate from Sefam Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate from Sefam Burkina Faso. I will first floor to Swapna.
Thank you, Burkina Faso, for your question. First, public health. When I am at external events, when I present IPSF, introduce IPSF, first I start by in that which will have a good and impact. And also, public health is to improve global health, the global health of the population, also to improve also the population and health inequities, to advocate for health, gender equality, to also making a better word in public health fields. And also, my place to for the WHA representation, which is in the whole world, also, and to represent IPSF to and.
Thank you, Swapna candidate. I will now give the floor to Anne Eleanor, candidate, for her direct response.
Anybody say Fonji? So public health is actually it encompasses the science of working towards preventive and curative healthcare, but in this case not just for an individual but as the general population as a whole. So when I take office, my priority first of all in the public health team is to train my team, because I believe that the quality of the work that is going to be reflected, the quality of the work proportional to the quality of the skills that my team have. So as I start the mandate, I will focus on training them on basic skills that they are going to mandate, like for example, how to tell, how to write draft communication, how to manage their emails, and also how to analyze basic data. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne Eleanor candidate. That direct comment. I now have a new comment from a delegate from Kifiscoto. Kifiscoto, you have the floor.
Thank you for the floor. Ariel Kifiscoto. So in the previous mandate, the was on board to address humanitarian society impact of actually implementing this framework during your mandate.
Thank you, delegate from Kifiscoto. I will first give the floor to Anne candidate for direct comment.
Apologies, I did not get the question. I was muted out.
Thank you. Now for Scotland, for them to repeat their new comment.
Okay, thank you. So I read for Scotland. So in the previous mandate, the humanitarian crisis. So do you have a plan for actually implementing this framework within your mandate?
Thank you, Q for Scotland. Can I assist via thumbs up? They're both been heard and understood. Thank you. I will first give the floor to Anne her direct comment.
Thank you for the floor. And only framework I mentioned it says it has already stated we are going to follow the guidelines that have been provided by the humanitarian framework. So we aim to actually